Didn't done yet. Okay. Alright, so that was a little about the National Arts Center. Just a few little tidbits there. Alright, now what I'm going to do is show you their website. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is the English theater little website within this website. Because the NSC has two types of theater. They have the English and French theater, and they are that's what they're known for, is having such diversity between the two. Now, their season this year is they have the very serious, and then they have this one and the family theater. So Romeo and Juliet, and well, you guys can read, I guess. These ones here. So also, so the general audition, so how to audition for the NAC, because it is a very, very big thing in Ottawa and the Ottawa area. It's like one of the biggest things in Canada is the NAC. So National Arts Center holds general auditions every 2 years. So they work in like a rep kind of thing. They work in a repertory way. These auditions are primarily for actors living in the National Capital Region. And for actors living outside the National Capital Region, they hold auditions for specific productions when required. So if you work for the NAC before, they can call you back if needed. A little bit about the artistic director. Actually, that picture, the epic picture with the guy with the big beard, that was the artistic director. Also, where Peter Hinton, he directed the the play there in there, Buried Child. He's director. I'm not sure how to say this. Is a dramaturge.
That's right.
Yeah, dramaturge and a playwright. Peter Hinton has worked across Canada with many theatre companies. He has been the associate artistic director at Theatre Passe Muraille and the Canadian Stage Company in Toronto. He's been the artistic director of the Playwrights Theatre Centre in Vancouver, the dramaturge in residence at Playwrights Workshop, Montreal, and artistic associate of the Stratford Festival. In 2005, he was appointed artistic director at the NAC, and he's been there for 5 years now. And he's basically changed the NAC a lot. What he set out to do was bring in a lot of new work. One of their big things is encouraging new playwrights, Canadian playwrights, to bring their work in and do it. He's very, very supportive of young actors. If you're a young actor and you got it, you can go to the NAC and see what if you have what it takes. The NAC actually has 4 stages. There's the Southam Hall, which is basically for orchestra, the National Arts Centre Orchestra, the Ottawa Symphony Orchestra, and the Opera Lyra Ottawa. The Southam Hall is one of the biggest stages possibly in the country, maybe even the continent, I guess. It's got 2,400 seats in it. It's huge. Yeah, that's actually what you saw in the video. It looked kind of like the Kodak Theatre. Yeah, that was in the NAC. There's the theater, very original name. It's got 897 seats. That's for theater performances. That if you've got a big theater performance, and that's where you would do it. Then there's the studio, which is for smaller performances. That's 300 seats in there. And then there's the 4th stage with 150 seats. So it's opened in 2001, and it's home to a variety of community programming. That's where they do. I actually last year I had the privilege of doing improv in the 4th stage for the Canadian Improv Games. It was a lot of fun. It's a small stage, but it's pretty cool. So if you guys didn't read their mandate, I know it went fast, but I had to go with the music. It looked cool. The National Arts Centre Incorporation was established by an Act of Parliament of Canada in 1966. The National Arts Centre opened its doors in 1969 on June 2nd. The NAC's mandate is to play a leadership role in fostering artistic excellence in all performing arts disciplines. Specifically, it is charged with all the responsibilities. These are the ones that went fast. To operate and maintain the National Arts Centre, to develop performing arts in the National Capital Region, and to assist the Canadian Council in the development of performing arts elsewhere in Canada. So they are really, really supportive of other theatre companies. So they're just trying to get everyone out there. A lot of Canadian actors, that's what they want. Like at the end with the quote where Peter Hinton was talking, he's really supportive of new Canadian actors, and he's willing to do what it takes to get you on stage. They have a lot of volunteer work that you can do if you don't want to audition every 2 years for the rep season. They have a lot of volunteering. It's called Friends of English Theatre. So they have a lot of cool things. Peter Hinton does this thing called Hinterviews, and they interview him, and he talks about the rep season coming up, and just a lot of cool things that the NAC is getting into. So the Friends of English Theatre they have serving on the Friends of English Theatre executive, so it's like a board where it's like a meeting board. They meet, I think it's every 6 weeks or something like that. They have a teachers' night. There's interviews, student club, seniors project, kids Saturday afternoon workshops. So you would, you would work, you would help with that. You'd be like a crash test dummy for that. There's a lot of fundraising that the NAC does. And there's also, let's see here, they do theater trips, I guess. Dates are determined on a year-by-year basis according to the following pattern. So they do fall or winter, they go to Montreal. They do early spring in Toronto. They do the Shaw Festival at Niagara-on-the-Lake. And then it just, yeah. So that is what I have for the National Arts Center.